Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Classic Video Games back with another really cool jukebox video for you this evening. Usually we do arcade game videos, but we got a jukebox in the other day and we fixed up a little bit and we figured we'd film a little video for it because it's just so sweet. This is a Wurlitzer SL600. This came out in 1987 and was from around the time whenever they were making, look, you can see my shoes, from around the time whenever they were making their boxes in Germany. So this is a German box, but of course it was meant for the international market, so it was shipped to America like that. But you saw there's a bunch of differences in the way a lot of the stuff is made. So a lot of the like the light bulbs are weird sizes that you can't really get in America and things like that. But it is a really cool little jukebox. It's kind of a princess style, you know, a princess size, I mean, which most people, they call a princess box, if you're not aware, one that's just a little bit smaller than the other ones because they fit in more places. And most of the princess boxes are 80 record 160 selection boxes like this one. It's got a cool look. I'll turn the lights off here in a minute so you can see what it looks like in the dark. It's got a cool look to it and it's built pretty well. You've got two decent little speakers up here in the top for your treble, and then you've got two nice little woofers down there in the bottom for your bass, and it's got the nice infinity mirror there on the front. The only thing is whenever the lights are on, it's kind of hard to tell what they've got going on with that, but when we turn it off you'll see it actually looks really cool in the dark. You can see some of the stuff on the keyboard. It says the hit of the house, credit, error, push reset button, record playing, error, push reset button. I haven't checked to see if that light works yet. So something that starts with a 980. That light may be burned out. Alright, so there you go. I'll let me see if I can open it while I'm holding the camera. I don't have a good way of doing this with one hand. Alright, there we go. We got it open. Now, these have they call it a gas spring right here in the middle that holds the top up. And just like I was just saying, that's a kind of weird size because it was made in Germany. We're in America. So some of the stuff you can pick up over here, but you can't pick up that gas spring over here. Now, a lot of that kind of stuff is used on car doors and things like that. So you can actually get gas springs. Some people call them gas struts. But you need the correct size. If you get one that's too long, it might not compress all the way down whenever you shut the door. And if you get one that's too short, you might not be able to open the door far enough. But after a while, those things, they leak all the gas out. So it gets to where nothing will hold the top up. Gravity's just going to keep it trying to pull down. So that's a little bit of an issue that you have with them. So most people, what they'll do is they'll put something inside of it to prop it open, or you can just hold it open with your hand if you're just going to be in it for a few minutes. You can, I believe you can order those maybe from some of the jukebox parts places if you get them from overseas. So in Europe you may be able to get them, but if you measure the thing out, I believe it's a little more than 22 inches long when extended, and there's nothing over here that I could find that was anything like it. You might be able to find the right length, but you also need one that's kind of strong so that it'll hold up the weight. So they make them different lengths and they make them different strengths. So this one is 60 kilograms. I believe I have that right. I'm not very good with metric, but I believe it's 60 kilograms that'll hold up. So you kind of have to convert that to pounds and then try to get one that's the right size if you're going to get one in America. So another problem that you'll have is with the light bulbs. The light bulbs are 29 inches long, which is really weird in America. There's no light bulbs that are 29 inches long. You can't even really order them from an American light bulb place that I found. I couldn't find any online. There were some in Europe, but I'm not real big on shipping light bulbs from Europe It's a good way to break one. Right? That's a long trip, people. So we here's what we did. If you look, there are these little mounts on the end that the light bulb screws into. So the one on this end, we used a couple posts from a pinball machine and stretched them out a little bit so that it made that mount another inch or so, or maybe a little more, off of the bracket there. And so that way a 28-inch bulb could fit in it. Now, a 28-inch bulb isn't really easy to find either, but they do sell those in America, so we got some 28-inch bulbs shipped in. Here's your crossover network. Have I got that right? Is that what they consider that? Anyway, in the manual it shows you how you can hook up external speakers there and things like that. Over here is your coin-operated coin mech. But if you turn this service switch on, oh wait a minute, have I got it? There's a way you put it on free play. This one's been put on free play. I think it's that service switch. I might have that wrong. But we've got it on free play. And then this little amplifier. This is their i84 amplifier. This is actually a really good amplifier. I've seen it in some of their CD boxes that they used later, and it just sounds pretty good. It's easy to work on. Whenever we got this one of the channels was dead because the transistor had blown up, but we were able to replace a couple diodes and a couple transistors and get it going again. It has good treble adjustments and bass adjustments right there. We've got it kind of mid-range on everything. And it's just a neat little box. Of course, your carousel's right there. Very easy to change the records. There's some adjustments on the tone arm and stuff. If you look around online or look in the manual, it tells you how to adjust that. So of course you can adjust where the needle starts and where the arm picks up and all of that. And then it uses just the standard needle that's in most of everything. I think that's called a 44, if I got that right. I don't know why they put a little design on the turntable. Nobody ever sees it. But it's a neat little box. Sounds good, in my opinion. Plays good, and it looks good. So even though it's German made and a couple of the parts are a little harder to get, like the light bulb and the gas shock, other than that, you know, most of like the amplifier and everything, it uses, of course, standard parts that you can get anywhere. So it's not too big of a deal that it's one of the German made ones. This selection and credit computer, I've never had one that had problems. It's just a real simple box in there. So usually whenever you get these, that's working. Usually you've got some fuses blown on the amp or something, and you can get them going again. There's also a little piece on the back of this that hits a little cam, and it's a little plastic piece that breaks sometimes, so sometimes you have to buy one of those. You'll see what I mean if you get one. But nice little box, and of course the titles, that whole thing folds down from the bottom of the door. So I'll turn it off. I'll turn off the lights so you can see what it looks like with the lights off. Good looking box. Can you identify that other jukebox we just walked by? So it's actually still daylight out, but here in our store, it's dark enough that you can get a good look at it. Check that out. Good looking box. So that is Wurlitzer's SL600. Oh, that's right, you want to hear it play. Okay, well, we can do that. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to end this video and start another one immediately and upload them both at the same time, because if you play somebody's music, basically YouTube doesn't like you putting ads on it or blah 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 blah. They might delete the music video, but I don't want them to delete this cool video where I show all the pieces of it. So I'll stop this video, but I'll upload another one here in just a second of it playing a record so you can see what it sounds like. It won't be exactly what it sounds like because we're filtering it through my little crappy camera and then through your speakers on your computer after YouTube does their video processing stuff. So it won't be It won't be exactly what it sounds like here in person, but it's a good sounding box, and hopefully you can hear that. So I'll play your favorite song. Think of what your favorite song is, and that's the one I'm going to play. So the next video will be your favorite song. But give us a thumbs up for taking the trouble to film this for you, and let us know what you think on this video and the song video that we're going to upload here in a second. Leave your comments below, and we'll see you on the next video.